People can experience factual doubt, emotional doubt, volitional doubt. Can one person at one time experience multiple kinds of doubt?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I try to use as many illustrations as I can. Here's one. You go in to see a doctor and you say, man, my throat is killing me. And I've got these other symptoms, but my throat, I've never felt pain like this. And the doctor's thinking, got to test them for strep. And then you add, by the way, I hurt my leg playing baseball since I'm already here. Is there a chance I have a blood clot? Or, by the way, I've got an upset stomach. I don't know if that goes along with strep or not, but what I'm saying is you might name something else that doesn't go along. My ear hurts. And the doctor might say, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you an antibiotic that takes care of both strep and if you have an ear infection. Oh, they're cool. But the thing is, you can have and oftentimes, let me add one more thing. Oftentimes a doctor that hears more than one is going to treat the more serious one first, or the most serious one or the most painful one, the same two reasons I use with volitional doubt. So yes, you can. And I'll give you examples. The factual doubter, who still is a factual doubter, but he's starting to feel the pain of it, and he's starting to morph over to what if, and it's starting to hurt. Factual doubt doesn't hurt. I mean, there are facts or there aren't. But if you tell yourself, oh no, if this isn't true, then I'm going to hell, and well, do you know you are? Well, but I mean, that would scare anybody. You're going over the fence a little bit. Another example would be an emotional doubter who's morphing over to a volitional. And I see that one. I see both of these in between views a fair amount. It's a guy who's sitting on the fence. He hasn't gone down either side. The volitional doubter will often say to me, got a question for you. There are times when I feel nonchalant about God. I don't feel like I care. It's like, time to read the Bible. Nah, not tonight. Am I a volitional doubter? And they give me some other examples which lead me to believe they could be going down that trail. I go, why are you asking me? Well, because it bothers me. Ah, emotional. So here's an emotional person perhaps going out the back door they've been hurt just enough times that morphing into a hurt state is a chance, but where you get that person is to say something that eggs on their emotions. So you don't care if you go to hell, right? Heck yeah, I care. Thank you. In fact, I would say a person who reacts like that is even still primarily an emotional doubter, which just has some tentacles reaching over the line into volitional. So I'd say, yeah, definitely you can have more than one.
A characteristic of volitional doubt is anger. And if someone doesn't care,
depression,
then why would they get angry if they don't care?
If they're totally sucked up by not caring, if they show some non-symptoms of caring, then I say a glimmer of hope there.
Okay. So sometimes emotion can be hopeful.
Yeah. A really crazy illustration. I played football, hockey, basketball. Played basketball in college. Absolutely my worst sport. But I've never been hurt playing football. Never been hurt playing. And I mean, used to play football, tackle football, no equipment. Never got hurt. Never got hurt playing hockey. The only 3 times I've been hurt is playing basketball. But all 3 times I've torn a ligament in my ankle. Where I fall down, you know what you're supposed to do. Is fall down, take your shoe off, and it's a huge lump. The last time I did it, I broke one side of my ankle and tore the other side of my ankle. For the first time in my life, I got to compare the pain of ligament and bone. And sometimes you get both of them in the same event, and you can see which one's more painful, which one. And you could say, well, my emotional doubt, it's really painful. But there is a don't side of me. There is a don't care side of me. You can see that broken tear, which one, and you can compare them right there on the spot. And I think the people who are on the fence can see aspects of both.
Have you experienced a volitional doubter that did not start with emotional doubt?
That's a great question. Here's a problem with that. Volitional doubters don't usually come to you, at least not the bad ones. Their friends turn them in. You remember old so-and-so, best student in your class? Yeah. Doesn't care about the Lord anymore. Someone else often turns him in. But the people, I'll tell you what, I'll sort of half what you just asked. The person who comes and says, I think I'm morphing over, but then right away they go, but this would really scare me, I wouldn't want to. They kind of turn themselves in. That kind of person will come to you. The volitional doubter who's got a couple strong emotional features, yeah, they'll volunteer themselves. But if they, you know, when they lose that pain can be good. You know, pain tells you have a certain kind of disease. Well, in doubt, pain, you want the person to have pain because pain equals motivation. If you totally morph over to volitional, you could lose the motivation. Yeah.
What's the relationship between factual and volitional? Do they often coexist?
I think that's probably, I would say that's going to be the guy who's over the line. He's down into the volitional valley a little bit, but he's a thinker. So he still has an interest in factual questions. But you know what though? He might ask them with a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, what about the time God let David down? Well, God didn't let David, don't tell me that. It could be actually asking factual questions with the chip on your shoulder, which by the way, there's all three there. Factual, what about David? Emotional, you're angry. Volitional, you're close to not caring. There's three together. So yeah, they definitely overlap. Oh, by the way, I think there's a reason for that, very important. We're human beings, and we're almost never all one thing. We all have, and that's why when you come to the doctor's office, he's got to figure out which is worse.